How does the Urbana Park District work with other community groups to make recreation more available for all of Urbana? Partnerships and collaboration are key. We'll take you inside Splash to learn more about one successful program that continues to grow. The Urbana Park District has developed important partnerships of all types, ranging from community organizations to other local governments. Through Splash, students playing and learning after school hours, the Park District helps meet the recreational needs of students at Urbana Middle School, and in the process leads hundreds of kids each year in having fun and learning about new activities they can enjoy in their free time.
When we first started, we partnered with the Urbana Park District on Monday and Wednesday. Mondays our teachers have meetings, so we needed some classes for the students to go to, and Urbana Park District furnished those classes. And on Wednesdays, so we just, on Monday and Wednesday, they just furnished the classes for us. We added some classes of our own, but they did the core classes on Monday and Wednesdays. And in the form of, again, field trips and arts and crafts and sports classes. They've done that from the very beginning. Last year was the end of the federal grant. The Splash is funded by the 21st Century Learning Center grant. It's federal grant, and it goes in 5-year rounds, and we had gotten 2 rounds. We ran out of our second round last year, and we needed more help with our classes, and the Urbana Park District stepped up and said they would furnish classes, help with classes 4 days a week. So they stepped in for Tuesday and Thursdays, which helped us tremendously. We had a few other partners that helped us, but Urbana Park District is our main partner.
Splash is federally funded through the 21st Century Learning Center program. As part of Splash, students in grades 6 through 8 can join in a variety of recreation programs, including indoor and outdoor sports, cooking, arts and crafts, and more. Students can participate in just the enrichment classes or be involved in the entire program, which includes homework assistance and a light evening meal.
We just started a martial arts class that this time I didn't know how that would go, but it's been very popular, very crowded. And I think it's been a valuable class for some of our students.
The Urbana Park District increased its financial and staff commitment to Splash in 2014 and is now supporting the program with Park District-led recreation options 4 days a week. The goal is to provide a variety of experiences that students may not have available to them without Splash.
One of the things we've been doing the last couple of years is looking at ways that we can find funding, find different ways of running the program while trying to keep the same principles or ideals of the program together. And we've been able to make a few changes. One of the things that the Park District's done is we've been actually, instead of receiving funds from the grant to pay for staffing and supplies, we've actually offered up tax dollars to pay for those items. Another thing that we did at the Park District was we've increased our amount of programming. So now instead of doing 2 days of programming, we're doing 4 days of programming, and that allows the budget to be more affordable and workable due to the fact that we're not having to pay teachers full-time teachers overtime wages. Instead, we're hiring part-time staff to run the programs. So
some students like something very specific like that. Some like to try everything. Some like to come 1 day a week, some like to come every day. It's a variety, and we try to just meet the students' needs.
The Park District is pursuing additional grant funding with partners from the University of Illinois' Department of Recreation, Sport, and Tourism. The hope is to learn more about the recreation benefits of after-school programs like Splash.
What we're doing right now is we're working with the U of I, trying to come up with a public engagement grant to do a research study that will study Splash, in particular, our Splash program, and just do that research, study how recreation affects the behaviors of the youth and how it helps them grow as individuals for their future years. So one of the things and one of the reasons I believe we're so involved, the Urbana Park District so involved, is that the Splash program reaches over half of the middle school population. Last year's numbers, I think, were out of 830 kids, there was close to 500 that participated in Splash. You know, as a park district, we reach to try and serve as many people as possible. And we do feel that there's some areas that we may not be reaching at the level that we want to, but Splash helps us reach some of those other participants that may not necessarily come to one of our facilities. So, you know, from the Park District's perspective, it would take us a lot of individual programs to be able to reach some of these new participants. And so that's why we're dedicated to try and make it successful.
To help Splash have a greater impact, the Park District also is enlisting the help of additional community partners.
And what we're trying to do now and what we're working with is other community groups, trying to form an intergovernmental relationship with several different governmental bodies that can help us design a program to make it sustainable, as well as be able to maintain the same values and program that we've been able to offer for the last 12 years. Some of the partners that I'm working with right now, and there's more that we'll reach out to in the future, but some that we've already reached out to is U of I, Leisure Studies Department, Eastern Illinois Recreation Department. We've had some discussion, obviously with different school participants rather than our Kathy, who's been involved, and Linda Gibbons. We've talked with Sandy Davin, who's with the Schools Out program for the school district. Had some brief conversations with other community leaders, but we're still reaching out to them.
A program that reaches so many students is a benefit to the community and helps kids spend their time in healthy ways.
I see us continuing. I see us growing. We've collaborated on different types of classes. One thing we've done this year is it just evolved from the beginning of the year with the Park District helping us with more classes. We're doing some like we have one of our teacher's assistants that's very good in hockey, like floor hockey. So we have Park District staff supporting him rather than him supporting the Park District staff. We also have a teacher that's doing a construction crew class. It's building out of wood, and so the Park District has furnished support for her. So there's more of a collaboration and an intertwining of instructors and interests and help.
In the ideal world, we're going to find a way to be able to maintain the fact that there's snacks and meals, there's homework, there's recreation for the kids, and not only maintain that, but find a system that is affordable and sustainable and one that we can spend as a model across the district and maybe even across the state as we become successful. But we've got a great foundation, and I don't see us needing to change a whole lot other than just finding different ways of maintaining that program.
The Park District will continue to support Splash and help it grow in coming years. The Park District hopes to encourage kids to find creative outlets, athletic pursuits, and hobbies that they can love for a lifetime.
Urbana Park District is our main partner. So they've just they have a good staff. We value that. We value all the variety of classes they give to us, and it's just been a wonderful partnership from the very beginning. Whenever we've asked for help, they've whatever they can do, they've done. I see us continuing. I see us growing. We've collaborated on different types of classes. One thing we've done this year is it just evolved from the beginning of the year with the Park District helping us with more classes. We're doing some Like we have one of our teacher's assistants that's very good in hockey, like floor hockey. So we have Park District staff supporting him rather than him supporting the Park District staff. We also have a teacher that's doing a construction crew class. It's building out of wood, and so the Park District has furnished support for her. So there's more of a collaboration and an intertwining of instructors and interests and help.